All right. Welcome to the Filthy 50. For those of you that don't know what it is, it's this list of moves in the year 2020. And we use this, for a lot of different things. The buffet is one thing. But for the Filthy 50, what the goal is you want to do 50 of every single rep. Of every single move. But you can break it up any way you want. Mitch, for example, has been doing 17, 17, and then 17, and he'll go through it, 17 roughly. He does other things, but 17, and then he goes through it again, 17, and then whatever the balance is. Now he's upping it to 25 and 25 of each. So he goes through it 25, and then he does 25 again. I try to do 50 straight. Every move 50, which taps into different muscle fibers. So depending on how you break it up, you tap into different muscle fibers. If it's your first time doing it, you want to kind of figure out your math. You might want to, if it's your first time, you might want to do 10 of each, or whatever the math breaks out. Yeah, let's say 10 of each, and you go through it 5 times. That's one way of doing it. This way, you don't build up too much lactic acid, and you might get through it pretty quickly. But when you're doing 50 of each, it's a whole other game. So it can go from a beginner to a very advanced level. Did you have a question, Bridget?
I have a different Filthy 50 list from the last time, and I wrote it down. Squat, full hammers, hoop throws, bicep curls, elbow plank, football stomps, triangle push-ups, squat kick-ins, plank, jumping jacks, burpees, push-ups, capoeira, mountain climbers, reverse burpees, slap dance, reverse.
Well, I don't know what you have, but we do this list here.
All right, whatever.
It's the buffet list.
This is what I have written down from last time. Okay.
Same thing, Bridget. Sounds like the same thing. Maybe different order.
I don't care.
We can do it whatever order we want. Is that how you do it?
Excuse me?
In any order you want, or in the order that you have it?
You could do it in any order as well. Sure. Yeah, and then you mark it down. You mark down what you did, and next time you just try to figure out a way of improving. It's kind of like a game of chess. Like, how can I improve this to eventually build my fitness so I could just go through it 50 of each.
Okay.
So that's the ultimate goal. Now, where there are moves that are isometric, like the plank T, for example.
Up to 50.
Breathe. That's just breathing. So it's 50 deep breaths through the nose.
Can you put it up there again, please?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a thing. I can't see this. All I got is Cindy now. Okay.
All right. Well, I'll have to talk. So now you can have me right here. If you want to. You got it? Yeah. So that's our master list. And anyway, so just to be clear, like elbow planks, that would be 50 breaths. But however you want to break it up is going to be up to you. Where we do the squat kick 10, you could break it up however you want, as long as it's just 50 kicks all together, right? Makes sense. You could do squat kick 25 and 25, so whatever, as long as you end up with a total of 50 kicks. So everything ends up being 50, whether it's breathing or, I think there's nothing else that's another anomaly here. Things are pretty much straightforward. Russian dance, you count every other foot, so it's 50 on each foot. I think we're all on the same page. I think we're good, right?
Yep.
Andre?
Yeah.
Ideally slap dance. What is it? 1, 2, or 1 and 2?
Yeah, it's the same as the squat kick. So you end up with doing 25 on each side. So you end up with 50 of every move, however you divide it for yourself. Hey, James.
I have to get to work.
That's it. And whatever weights you use, just make sure you make a note. So it's not quite the same like where we're doing curls. Not quite the same if you're curling 4 pounds and the next time you're curling 20 pounds. You want to be able to compare it. So let's warm up. Ah, man, I know last time I was not able to finish this, so the challenge is on. The challenge is real. Shaking it out. Sometimes just getting started with a routine like this takes a few minutes just to make sure everybody understands. Maybe in the future, I should send it out on the email ahead of time. Might be the best way to approach it, actually. If a lot of people will show up, you know. I mean, this is a relatively small group, so it's intimate. It's intimate. All right, stretch out the hammies. Downward dog.
Wash this.
And lift the leg.
Can we not wash this?
Rotate your foot. And the other side.
Yeah.
Rotate your foot. Nothing worse than a stiff ankle. Well, maybe there are worse things. Hold a plank.
You're too fast for the wood.
And drop it down.
All right, I give up right now because it's just going too fast.
What's the matter? All right. Let's do some quad stretching. Do a pelvic tilt. Knee to the midline. Flex the foot and push up and away. Right. Okay there? All right, other side. So, for example, for those of you that cannot do the, let me see, what is it? Reverse burpee is usually the issue. Just do the jackhammer part, and that's your standard right now. All right. Woo! Who's ready for a squat hold? I know Fernanda's all warmed up, but I need like a triple warm up before this thing.
I'm up to have to sleep.
You didn't sleep well last night?
Well, no, I have to go to sleep tonight, so it's like I don't sleep and I don't get up until the last minute.
Lean back on the heels, chest up. And some slow ones. Not a lot of body weight squats in this. All right, double check your list. Make sure, Lucette, everything's good for you. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
They're not bad.
right. Tell you, there's nothing worse than starting one of these and having to go to the bathroom. So,
Just ask you a quick question.
yes.
I've done this once before and I just tried 50 straight through. I didn't make it very far. Would you recommend just doing like 10 and trying to reap the benefit of all the moves and just try to move through it that way?
Well, yeah, you can play with it however you want. Maybe try 25 and 25. I did the 50s as well, and I didn't finish the whole thing either. I got to like the plank tees. So I'm thinking, all right, maybe if I really push myself, I can. But if you were really far from finishing, find your sweet spot where you don't build up too much lactic acid this time.
All right, so I'll try 25.
Try 25. If you still can't get too far with that, the next time you reduce it even further.
Okay.
Find your threshold.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, so we're all good because once we're in it, it's 40 minutes total. Let's see where we go. Everybody's good? Oh my gosh, my friends, this is gonna be something. All right. Everybody's got their own number. That's the beautiful thing. You work at your own level. All right. I'm gonna psych up for this. Oh my God. All right, let me make sure we're all, yeah, yes, exactly. Got the mutes on. All right. Okay, Mitch, I'm gonna count everybody. Need a few more seconds. Bridget, it's cool. We'll give it a second. I don't mind procrastinating. So the first move is the burpee. Give me a thumbs up, Bridget, if you want me to count down. Yeah? She's waving it away. She's waving it. She's like, yeah, just start. All right, everybody. You got your numbers. You got your moves. On your mark. Get set. Go. 8 minutes. Whew. We're at 9 minutes. We're at 11 minutes. Woo! Man. Just past 14 minutes. What is that you're doing there, Lucette? Is it curls? I'm not sure. Oh, okay. We're at 17. Mm. 18. Mm. Wow, wow, wow. We're at 19.
tough. Just past 20, halfway point. Wow. We're 23 minutes.
Okay, stay in the numbers. No idea where I am. Here anymore. Not very good.
Always remember, football stomps are by breath too. We're at 30 minutes. We're at 32 minutes. $33. Five minutes to go.
Three minutes left.
We're at 38:40. $39. Three, two, one. That is our time. 40 minutes.
Okay,
Mark down whatever you got.
25 all the way through.
Nice. All right. So there you go. So that's your baseline.
Yep.
Mark down whatever weights you used, you know, and how you did the reps and all of that.
25, and then I started on my third round. Anyway, I did 15, then 10, then I was going to do 10, and then 15.
Uh-huh. Gotcha.
So, okay.
That's a way. All right. So keep that paper handy or however you have it.
I'm going to write it. I'm going to print it.
Good idea.
Okay.
All right. Mitch, how'd it go?
Finished in 38 minutes.
And you did what, the 25s?
25 and 25.
Okay.
So,
All right.
and you, did you finish?
Fernanda. Oh, I finished. Yeah, I finished about 30. I missed one move, it seemed, but then I went back and I finished it in time. So I finished at like 38 and a half. And then I did the plank, elbow plank. So it's roughly about 39 that I completed the whole 50 straight. But I did it differently than last time, which is interesting. Last time I did the HA technique, which was push fast, and I didn't complete it. This time, certain moves like burpees, push-up jacks, really high intensity muscle work. I did 50 straight, but I did it in sets of 10, like that, just to not build the lactic acid up so much. So I pulled back, and by pulling back just a little bit, even though I still did the 50s, I finished it. So it's like a game of chess. It really is. You have to kind of strategize how you're gonna play with your lactic acid, and that changes from day to day too. So how about you, Fernanda?
Okay, so I got up to 24 triangle push-ups, but I did the full push-ups, last time when I did it with you, I did on my knees. So it's getting better. And like you, I kind of push back a little bit, the tendencies for me to want to just go get it done. But
you have to find
go down, especially on the burpees, stuff like that really takes everything out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I started watching the show last night on Netflix.
Uh-huh.
And that's what reminded me of the strategies that you have to actually apply. People think, oh, you're just moving it, but there are actual strategies, if you apply them, that you can always get better, or
Yeah,
at least for a very long time.
And like you said, it changes too. I learned that last time we did the count down, I think, or the count up. No, the count up. I slow myself down, and I actually got farther. So
Yeah.
now this is what works. So I'm gonna stick with it.
And then someday, you know, if you keep it going, there is a point where you could HA, which is whole ass. Sorry.
Yeah.
Which
Oh.
is, but so I started watching the show called The Queen's Gambit, which is on Netflix.
Excellent.
Great show. And as they're playing chess, I was thinking that's a lot like what we do in these challenges. A lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So,
show's
and
great.
Oh,
Great
that's-
show. It's a great show. If you have Netflix, I'm sure everybody does. The Queen's Gambit. Check it out. Great show.
Okay.
So,
All right.
all right.
Thank you. Good job, everybody.
Yeah, it was awesome. How about you, Jeannie? What do you think?
I got through the 25s and then I started the Russian dance. I think next time, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna up it by 5 every time that we do this.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Or maybe up it by, maybe do 35. I don't know, but just to try to keep moving towards that 50.
You got to figure out your own strategy. Exactly. All right, Bridget. Bridget's in the reverse burpees. She just wants to finish it now. She's like, forget it. I'm just doing this. I'm missing sleep. I'm finishing the workout. It's all good. You can finish it. Go for it.
All right.
All right.
See you next time.
And Cindy just kept on moving.
26 was my number.
Bridget just blacked us out. Okay. All right, cool. Beautiful. Love it. All right, everybody.
All right. Take care. Have a great
Great
weekend.
day. Great weekend.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.